Hey, welcome to Truth Teller. We're going to tell the truth about why do we have so many health problems? What is it that they aren't telling us that they already know? They already know that is running your life, ruling your health, that you're not being told. So if you go to a doctor with a health problem, wouldn't you expect them to give you the best advice for you to heal and get healthy? Well, I'm looking at this book I wrote, Best Kept Secret to Heal Your Back Pain. Why 8 out of 10 Americans have back pain. This is not a back pain book. This is medical studies that show the relationship between spinal structure, function of the cord, the lifeline carries energy to your body, and what is medicine saying about the health problems that you might be having that they're not telling you. So let's go to this right over here. So we're going to go to a neurosurgery journal and spine journal, one of the top medical spine journals, and this is in 2009. So let's check this out. Here's what it says. We conclude that cervical spine, sagittal kyphotic deformity, what's that mean? Sagittal means the side view. So if this is your spinal cord and your spine is right here and your spinal cord is in the middle, this is the normal curve. So what it means is at some point, because you're reading your text, you're flexed with it, flexion distorted society. Look what it's doing. This is what's happening in your spinal cord. Because you lose that curve, your spine starts pressing on the spinal cord. Look at this banana. It's being damaged. If that's your spinal cord, you're in deep shit over there. Big time, right? So what happens? So when that happens, the spinal cord is compressed and now you get myelopathy. What's that mean? Damage to the spinal cord. That means the spinal cord is degenerating. So if we look at the banana, that's the meat, that's the energy traveling through there, right? This outer layer is what's called the myelin sheath. That's what conducts the nerve flow. You start damaging that, you can't get energy down the spinal cord, and now you're going to develop disease. So what happens? The muscles start weakening. Immediately from that segment down, your whole body, the muscle tracts get shut down, the muscles get weak, you start losing balance. Here's all the things that happen. So cervical pathology mediated by sympathetic stress, that means stress to the spinal cord, creates a number of disorders. The main 20 diseases that people are dying from today. So, this flexion distorted society, not taking care of your spinal structure, starts damaging, tearing, breaking down the spinal cord. And now there's up to 20 diseases you can die from, such as hypertension. Well, gee, doc, I have high blood pressure. Well, does your dad have it? Oh, it must be genetic. No, it's not genetic, it's acquired. But guess what? You grow up moving around and mimicking your daddy's posture, and those things are acquired that are passed through generations. There's generational patterns, spinal patterns in posture, because kids mimic their parents and they end up with the same diseases. So, blood pressure, hypertension, well, you could die. Cardiac is one of the top three causes of death. Arrhythmias, right? Abnormal heartbeats, dizziness, eyesight malfunction. So you start losing your eyesight, you start losing your hearing, gastrointestinal dysfunction. Oh, that's from the Neurosurgical Medical Journal, from one of the top medical journals in the world. So that's one thing that they say. Let's see what else they say. Cause anterior compression on the cord, right? Degeneration of the spinal cord. So that's pretty gnarly. And then what does it do? Check this out. Compression of the spinal cord shuts the energy down, weakens the immune system. Now, your immune system fights disease. Your immune system gets energy from your nervous system, from this damaged spinal cord. So that thing's getting damaged. Oops, we're bending it the wrong way. Look at that. That doesn't work very well. Right now, it's getting damaged, and now it shuts the energy off. Now your immune system shuts down, and then what happens? Autoimmune diseases. Well, all of a sudden, your immune system doesn't know how to work. So what happens? Now your gastrointestinal tract breaks down. Now your colon, your small intestine. Now you have colitis. autoimmune. Now you get Crohn's, autoimmune. Now you get ulcerative colitis, autoimmune, to where your intestinal tract's bleeding. Now the it keeps being shut down, and when that happens in your neck, your thymus gland is by your thyroid. Thymus makes T cells. T cells fight tumors. So now you got this going on in your neck. T cell count goes down. Now your body can't seek out cancer, and then all of a sudden you go from autoimmune to cancer. Now I had cancer patients. What did I do? Fix their neck. Take this damaged spinal cord, make it better. Now it's all thrashed. Make it better, right? And what happens? Energy starts pouring through. Now what happens? Immune system starts building. I had AIDS patients in the late 80s, early 90s would bring their T cell, their blood test in when they started. A couple months after, normal T cell count. Their cancers were disappearing. All I did was fix their neck. Now, when you're diagnosed with cancer, are they saying, well, there's a relationship between your immune system and cancer is really a weakened immune system? So if the immune system and the muscles and the weakness and the balance and the eyesight and the hearing and the imbalances and all those problems are from a decrease in energy, including hypertension. Why? Because your heart's going into spasm, it's not getting the right energy. Your heart can't relax. Your heart's a muscle. All of a sudden, spasm. That's called a heart attack. Hypertension is increased tension in the heart muscle. It won't relax. That's why you got high blood pressure. It doesn't know how to relax, like a tight muscle in your neck, or when your calf cramps. That's called a heart attack. So that means these 20 diseases, over 20 diseases, that people are most commonly dying from are not from a chemistry problem. They're not from the blood pressure drugs, the absence of blood pressure drugs. They're from an energy problem. So when you look at health conditions that threaten your health are related, have the foundational problem of an energy problem in the spinal cord to spinal misalignment. And it's getting worse as we get older because we're living this flexion distorted society. People are getting sicker from the type of world that we live in. So now we got to get an extension. Every night we get into extension. Why? We take stress off the cord. You have problems sleeping? Flexion distortion. You want to sleep? Get an extension. Flexion is death, extension is life. Very simple. Go to Amazon. Sorry, the best kept secret to heal your back pain. Dr. Fred DiDomenico. Read that book. It'll change your life. It'll change the health of generations. You can have generational impact. And if you're watching this, you have generational impact. Hey, if you are a chiropractor watching this, you can order Back to Health, right? It doesn't have my picture on here, so you can be the expert. Back to Health, give it to your patients and teach them this. Medicine knows top journals that are not telling you so that pharmaceutical companies can profit off your disease. And if you don't believe that, then you haven't studied it. That's why we wrote this book. So Dr. Fred, the truth teller here, telling you why, part of the reason, one reason tonight, why we have all those health problems. What medical studies and doctors aren't telling us, not the doctor, they are indoctrinated in a system so one person wins. And those are the CEOs of the drug corporations, man, and beyond. So, all right, hey, truth teller here, spread this. Let's get this word out. Go to Amazon, get that book. Let's start taking responsibility for our own health because we're not going to be able to trust anybody out there. Use chiropractic as your primary health care for generations to come, and you won't have to worry about any of this. All right, you guys. Love you. Peace. Hey, go to Elite Coaching LLC if you're a chiropractor. Check it out. And we've got a boot camp coming up. Hey, we're going to show you why a patient right from day one would agree why chiropractic is their new healthcare lifestyle for them and their family for generations to come. Check it out. Give me a call. And peace be with you. Truth teller here. Talk to you soon.